Hey, welcome. So today we're jumping into a topic that's a big deal for a lot of guys, vitality and, performance. But we're not going to be talking about what's in the medicine cabinet. Nope. We're heading straight to the kitchen pantry to uncover 5 natural foods that can make a huge difference. Let's dive right in.
First things first, let's just get straight to the heart of it. I know this can be a sensitive subject, but it's such a key part of any healthy relationship, and it usually all starts with one nagging concern.
And this question, man, it really hits on that core anxiety so many men feel, right? That feeling of not quite measuring up. It can do a number on your confidence and your intimacy. But what if the fix isn't a prescription? That's right. The solution might be hiding in plain sight. Nature has already given us some incredibly powerful answers. And what's really interesting is that it's not just what you're eating, but how and when you eat it. That's a little detail most people completely miss.
Okay, so before we get to the 5 powerhouse foods, it really helps to understand the simple science behind all of this. This isn't some kind of magic, it's just basic biology. And it really all comes down to 2 key things in your body. So, the takeaway here is super simple. When your testosterone levels are down or your blood flow is restricted, well, your performance is going to take a hit. Every single one of the natural solutions we're about to talk about is designed to support these 2 things.
All right, let's get to the main event. Here they are, 5 incredibly powerful, all-natural foods that men have been using for centuries to boost their vitality. Think of them as nature's ultimate toolkit for better performance. First step on our list, walnuts. Now, most of us think of walnuts for brain health, right? But what we're looking at here suggests another connection. I mean, just look at the shape of a walnut. It's almost like nature is giving us a little hint about what else it's good for. And this ties right back into that science we just talked about. Walnuts are loaded with zinc, which some people actually call the sex mineral, and it's absolutely crucial for producing testosterone. Plus, they help make your arteries more flexible, which means better blood flow. You see where this is going? Stronger, more sustained performance. But here's the trick, and it's a big one. It's not just about eating walnuts whenever. The recommendation is super specific. Soak 2 of them overnight and then eat them first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. A simple little detail, but a really important one. Moving on to treasure number 2, dates. In so many cultures, dates are seen as a symbol of strength. They're packed with natural sugars that give you both a quick and a lasting boost of energy, which, as you know, is exactly what you need for endurance. So if stamina is the issue, dates could be a game changer. They have amino acids that are said to specifically boost sexual endurance. And on top of that, they may even improve semen quality and help with premature ejaculation. Our third treasure is the fig. And there's a cool backstory here. Figs were apparently the secret weapon of kings and emperors who needed to, well, let's just say maintain their vitality. And that's because figs are famous for their ability to fire up your libido, your overall sex drive. And just like the walnuts, the preparation here is everything. The trick is to soak 2 dried figs overnight. You can use water or milk, and then eat them in the morning. This is thought to seriously ramp up your body's production of nitric oxide, which helps open up those blood vessels for some surprisingly powerful erections. Okay, time for our 4th food, a total powerhouse that a lot of people sleep on, the pistachio. The research we looked at suggests this little nut can have a massive impact on erectile issues. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Pistachios contain arginine, which is a compound your body uses to create nitric oxide. Sound familiar? That's the exact same molecule that drugs like Viagra target. In fact, some studies have shown that just eating a handful of pistachios every day could slash erectile dysfunction by up to 50% in just 3 weeks, all just by helping to widen those blood vessels. And finally, our 5th treasure, almonds. Yeah, we hear about them for memory, but they're also a top-tier source of a vitamin that is so crucial for sexual health, it's actually earned itself a nickname. You see, almonds are absolutely packed with vitamin E, better known as the sex vitamin. It has a direct impact on producing sex hormones, it helps fight off physical fatigue, and it even strengthens the muscles you need for endurance. You can think of almonds as laying the foundation for peak performance. So, there we have it, our 5 champions. Walnuts, dates, figs, pistachios, and almonds. Now, eating them on their own is great, but what if I told you there's a way to combine them all for what's been described as a rocket-like effect? The secret is all about synergy. It's about taking these 5 incredible ingredients and creating what's called a Macho Shake, basically a vitality shake that is specifically designed to multiply all their individual benefits. Let's check out the recipe. And here's the recipe. It really couldn't be simpler. You just soak all the ingredients overnight. In the morning, toss them in a blender with some warm milk and a little bit of honey, and boom, you've got a drink that's said to generate some seriously powerful energy and vigor. And here's the kicker, the reason for doing this. The claim is that drinking the shake, instead of just eating the foods one by one, can actually double the benefits.
That's what we mean by synergy.
Now, before we wrap this up, it is so important to look at the bigger picture here. These foods are definitely powerful, but they're not a magic pill that can fix everything all by itself. You really have to look at your entire lifestyle. To get the absolute most out of these natural remedies, you've got to pair them with healthy habits. Regular exercise is huge for blood flow, and you have to manage your stress because stress is an absolute libido killer. It's always about the whole package.
And so we'll leave you with this final thought. Because ultimately, this isn't just about performance numbers. It's about connection. It's about satisfaction. And it's about mutual pleasure. And isn't it amazing to think that the first step towards all of that might just be waiting for you in your kitchen? Thanks for tuning in.